All right, welcome everyone. We made it. Just barely. I want to welcome you to Take Two Tuesday, and I think I've got everything pretty much set here to go. Get my camera lined up. Hope I'm in the center. I better move that way. There we go. Everything's kind of backwards here. All right, so welcome. This is our second edition of Take Two Tuesday, and it's actually a Tuesday afternoon version. Hoping to continue to be able to do this mostly in the mornings. Next week we should be back to 9 a.m. in the morning, but this afternoon, 2:15, we had let me see if anybody is actually watching here and make sure this is going out, or if I'm just talking to myself. Oh, there we are. So, yes, hello, I see everybody's there. Welcome. I'm glad to see you guys are on the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, it's great to have you all here. We are having a fun day out in Southern California. We had the store open for a while, about 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., and we had friends just coming in and out throughout the day. So got to see a lot of familiar faces and some I haven't seen for a few months. So that was kind of fun. And I just closed up the store at 2, got all this live stream stuff going, and here we are. Almost 2:15. I think I got started at maybe 2:16 or 2:17. So I'm sorry for the delay. But hello to everybody out there, Margaret and Meg and Teresa, Diana, Card Stamper, Deb. We are about low 60s here, so I know most of the rest of you are freezing cold, cold, cold. So we have it pretty good here in Southern California. The sun is out. It's been a nice day. I was by the cash register most of the time, but I kept wanting to venture out into our parking lot area and get into the sun, but I didn't get much of a chance to do that. But it was a nice sunny day here. And again, we had fun. If you have never been to the store day before and you are in Southern California, we want you to come down and see us sometime. We're just off the freeway. Super easy. We have a nice collection of mostly stuff from the last year or so, because we just have so much inventory. We can't carry everything here, but we have a good selection and we have a good time. So that was fun. And then plus, of course, crazy shipments coming in yesterday. There's something I would like to tell you about, but I know Stephanie won't let me. So a secret shipment came in yesterday. So that's something exciting for all of you to look forward to. Very exciting. Big shipment yesterday. So that came in, and then today envelopes, and yesterday paper pads and all kinds of crazy stuff. So the last 2 days have been pretty hectic, but I did get here, managed to make this happen. So this is good. All right, today we are going to look at a couple of die sets. The first one is, I think you guys can see this. I'll hold it up. Happy Sentiments die. This set comes with 3 different phrases, and it comes with shadows for each of the words. Happy birthday, have a happy day, and happy anniversary. This is from around March of 2020. So again, remember the premise of our show here is that we're going to go back and look at some items that we might already have and that we haven't used for a while. This is a chance to see some card samples and see how easy they are to use. I got to get this closer to me even. And if you have it, great. If you don't, maybe it's something you want to add to your collection. Again, it's a super easy, fun die set to create with. And I have actually already, I did cut a couple of the dies myself a little bit earlier. I chose, now you have lots of different options with these. You can use, we have pearl paper, we have just regular, this wouldn't work with powder paper, but any of our solid cardstock or glitter paper. So what I did is I chose to use whoops, that's not coming in focus. There we go. Some glitter paper for the background, and then just, I think it was a solid, no, this is actually just regular red strawberry cardstock, and mix those together. Ran them through the machine. When I did the words, because they're so fine and they're somewhat intricate, is I did put an adhesive sheet on the back of the cardstock before I ran it through. So that is something you're going to want to do whenever you have the smaller dies, because when you come to peel them and stick them together, you want to have that adhesive already on the die that you've cut. It makes it much, much, much easier to adhere. So in this case, I did add I'll show you what I did. I had the red cardstock, and I put a sheet of adhesive on the back. So after I ran my dies through, I could just peel them off. They already have adhesive on them, and I could just adhere them to the background part of this. So you want to think about that. Always adhesive sheets. I'll show you those real quick. I do have those here. They come in a 10-pack. This is something you want to keep in stock like all the time. I hope you've used these before. It just kind of makes your dies into stickers, which makes them much more easy to work with. You get your the sticker on the back with the sticky on it already. Then you don't have to go back and go over it with adhesive. You don't have to roll anything on. You don't have to use glue. So it's really nice. So let's check this out on the website before I just have a few card samples to show you of this one. So let's see what we have on the website. Let me switch over there real quick. All right. And I'm going to switch cameras on us. And I'm hoping my picture-in-picture works today. Let's see. I'm going to switch over to that one. And okay, to the Stamps of Life website. And this again is called... Oh, now I've buried it under everything. Happy Sentiments die set. So let me type that in. And it's going to show you a few different options here of different sentiments that we have. And we're looking at that one that came in right there at the top. And let's see what kind of cards. There's a video for it, and there should be some nice ideas. Let's check that out. There's your dies. I think it's 8 dies are in this set. The dies are approximately 3 inches wide. They're probably about 1 inch in height. And let me see again if I can pull these up. No. There we go. Okay. And let's see if I can get my picture-in-picture going on here so you'll actually see who's talking to you. Hey, there I am. Awesome. So there's the dies that come with it. You get the 3 different sentiments, the background, and the flower, or the hearts. And let's look at a couple card samples. That's with our fancy frame flip it, and the circle fancy frame flip it. That's a lot to say. And then here's looks like some dotted rectangles were used on this one with on an A2 card base front. And Have a Happy Day. That one's pretty, black and white and nice looking flowers. Oh, I have this one here with me, so I'll show you that one live also. And the coffee cup, I might have that one too. So that was a real pretty one. Oh, there's an example of using like the glitter. The glitter. There we go. The glitter paper that we have, they used it to cut that frame. That looks very nice. Happy anniversary card, and then we're back to there. All right. Back over to me here real quick. And I'm going to check in on the chat, see what's going on out there. How's everybody doing? Oh, says that YouTube is buffering too much for some of you. I'm sorry. Seems like the connection here is doing really well. So I'm trying to see. Yeah, our stream setting seems to be doing good. So our side is good. Hopefully you can catch this. Now, if you're not able to watch all of this live, or you're joining us late, or you missed some of it, it's okay. It's recorded. You can go back and you can watch. Oh, now you have 2 of me, so I got to turn that off. We don't want to see me twice. All right. So this is recorded. You can go back and you can watch it at a later time. It'll be on YouTube and Facebook. And of course, I'll put the links to all of these items if you're interested in them, or if you just want, again, this is just for reminders. Take Two Tuesday, taking a second look at all of these things. So I have the dies. I'm going to go ahead and show you how I would run these through there real quick and easy. I already have that. I'll show you what I would do. Oh, where's my adhesive sheets? You want to take one of these adhesive sheets and apply it to your cardstock before you run it through the machine. So I will do that first. I'm going to see if I can hold this up so you can see. I'm going to peel that off of there, and then I'll take my piece of cardstock, try to line it up best I can backwards. Here, if I'm facing myself, it'll go a little bit better. And I'm going to adhere that on there. we'll move over to the machine in a second. You'll be able to see a little bit better what I'm doing. So basically, I've just set myself up so my cardstock, this in this case, it's like a white powdered sugar type glitter paper, is going to be a sticker. So I made that, and we'll switch over to the machine here. Oh, first let me show you my card samples before we do that. And I do think maybe all of these card samples are the ones that were on the website, so you're going to kind of see doubles here, but it's kind of fun to see them in person. So let me switch over to camera 2. That looks good, and we'll move over there. Okay, there's the happy anniversary with coffee cup. I did see that on the website. That is our coffee cup fold that was used to make that one. And then the hearts and the words from, so this is an example of how you can just use the dies just plain by themselves. You don't have to use the shadow. So this is just the word dies being used, no shadow. You did see this one also earlier, the black with the pink. And this sample does have the card maker used the shadow along with the words. And let me see, the dotted background was used on this one, quarter flowers, and then stamps of life, papers, and inks. So I think this would be the quarter flowers down here. This is the dotted, I think it's the medium dotted background. Not 100% sure on that one, but that's what I think, medium dotted background. We have this really nice happy anniversary card. I like that one a lot. Pretty colors. Let's see. To make this one, they use the happy anniversary sentiments. A heart stencil, the heart flower vine folded was used. So that's actually a folded card that they use on the front of their card. And then our last one is the fancy frame flip it die with the circle in it. So it's the circle fancy frame flip it, and they've used the happy anniversary. And of course, this type of card has the motion, which is super fun. No recipe on that one, but you've got your happy anniversary, probably some cardstock, stamps of life, pattern paper used there. Very fun. Okay, let's move over to the machine and we'll die cut it a little bit here. See if I can do this. Nope, not that one. Let's see. Is that gonna work? Oh. There we go. Oh, I didn't turn on one of my lights, so let me turn on the light real quick. And then I'm still working on getting a better mic, but in the meantime, the sound I might be a little bit off here, but I might get a little more quiet. But I'm working on getting a new mic, so the sound will hopefully be better. So hang on, let me get over there and turn on that light, and we'll die cut. Okay, I think that lights things up a little bit better. And let's see, we can use this paper that I used the first time around. We can just reuse it. It has the adhesive attached to the cardstock. I'm going to put these dies all face down. Of course, since I have all these little pieces, I'm losing them all over the place. They're all falling on the floor, and it's starting to be a little bit like Stephanie's desk, I think, where everything, it just goes everywhere. So now I know how she feels. And of course, one die is missing, so we might just get two cut. Let me see if I dropped it on the floor. Nope. Oh, it's hiding under there. I found it. All right, so we've got all three of those. We're going to run them through that machine. Get that lined up. We'll do just a slight little angle there, hoping to avoid speed bumps. These kind of dies shouldn't have any speed bumps, but just in case. And I'll start running that through. Of course, you could tape these down. You could use masking tape or the masket tape that we have on the Stamps of Life. Not masking tape, the masket tape, or what is that other, washi tape? I couldn't remember. All right, so we got those cut. We'll bring that back over here and we'll take a look at our die cuts. So you can see, you just peel off your die there. Hopefully you can see all this real good. And then you're gonna have your little stickers here. I do have a little pokey tool, but I'm not using that right now. And then you're just going to peel that off there, and your little die, word die, is ready to go. And it's sticky on the back, see that? So I'm just gonna stick it back on here. And of course I have two other ones that I cut that we'll leave there for now, but you can see that they're cut. These are the ones that I did previously, but it's nice to have that adhesive sheet on there. Now I don't have to try to get glue on there. I don't have to try to roll it adhesive on it. It'd just be too difficult to do. So the adhesive sheets work great for that. Okay, that's our first item. Does anybody have any questions about that die set? It's pretty basic, but I figure I better check in with you first before I switch back over to me. Okay, there I am. So that one again is about from March of 2020, and that is the Happy Sentiments die set. Comes with 8 dies. Has a couple little hearts in there. Of course, I've lost the hearts already, but they are probably somewhere on the floor underneath me. And so yeah, that's a lot of fun. If you haven't seen that one, you might like that. Easy, quick sentiments. All right. I have also been thinking about, I want to try to do a contest today at the end of this show. So in order to qualify for the contest, I'm going to need you to answer a question. This is where it gets a little more complicated. So I'm just going to try one time and see how it works out. But I need you to answer a question that I'll ask you at the end of the show, but your answer is going to have to go in the show comments when this show actually ends. So it can't be in the live chat because I can't go back and find all of the answers. So what you'll do is after the show ends, it might take 10 or 15 minutes. You just go back to the Stamps of Life website, or not website, but to our YouTube channel, or just search again for Take Two Tuesday and look for today's edition. And down there underneath the video, there'll be a comment section. And that's where you're going to post your comment. And I will pick a winner from all the comments. It'll just be random. I'll choose somebody to win a $10 Stamps of Life gift certificate to our website. So I hope to see lots of comments there. Now, if we get up to 100, I'll do the gift certificate will be for $10. If we can do over 100 comments, which I think is possible, but after not watching live, we have about 100 people watching live. But hopefully when everybody gets a chance to watch the recorded version, we'll give it a few days. Hopefully we can get over 100 comments. If we get over 100 comments, I'll do a $20 Stamps of Life gift certificate. One person will win. So this will be your chance to win, all right? So I hope that you will want to join in on that, and we'll get a winner. If we get under 100 comments, I'll do a $10. If we get over 100, I'll do a $20 Stamps of Life gift certificate. But don't tell Stephanie, right? She always says that. Don't tell Ken. So now we have something. Don't tell Stephanie. So that'll be fun. So we'll watch for that at the end. I will try to remind you. I wish I could do it just in the chat that we have right here, right now, but there's just no way for me to do it. So this will be the best way. And it helps us a lot because the more comments we get, the more we'll get noticed on YouTube, and better chance our video is to get sent out to people who haven't heard about us. So that's what I'm always hoping for, that some of the time we have people that are joining us that don't know about the Stamps of Life, or have never watched Take Two Tuesday, or No Makeup Monday, or Stephanie's Crafting Corner. We're always hoping that we have some new people that will tune in and find us. All right. Okay, time to take a peek at our second This will be another die set that we're looking at today. Kind of focusing on dies. This one is great. I have a super lot of samples for this one, so we're gonna have give me a little bit of time to show off all these great cards that we're gonna make. So that one's right here. I'll put it in the front so you can see. This is called the Flower Flip It. It makes an A2 card size die base, and it's a lot of fun. We used this back in 2020 when we were first starting off the year, before things kind of went crazy, and this was going to be our class for the year. Eventually it made it to our website. A lot of you might have it already, some of you might not have it, but when you see the samples, you might really fall in love with this one. So let me find it on our website and switch over to that. Oops, move my camera. Almost. Okay, there we go. All right. And I'm going to fix that a little bit. Okay, and let me type in. We are looking for the Flower Flip It. This one's a little easier for me to say than the fancy flip frame, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't do that one. It was a mouthful. The Flower Flip It is pretty, it's kind of a challenge still for me. Maybe I'm just not good at speaking. I don't know. So the Flower Flip It, I found that. You get a lot in this die set. Let me get my picture on here. Okay, there I am. In this die set, the main dies you're going to use are the large die on the outside. That is going to be the frame, and there's 2 panels that come with the die set. Those 3 dies do almost all the work for the card. There's lots of extra flowers. You can embellish, decorate with those, but your main, the main part of the card is that large die and these 2 panels. And I'll show you, I'll cut those and we'll show you how we can put them together real easy. Let's look at the samples here on the website. There's the dies. Stephanie's got a video for this, and you can just see there's tons of different ways you can use this one. That one has, I think those bugs are our love bugs, or our no, that might be our butterfly stamp set. I'm not sure on that one. Using just the flowers. So you can see the card base, and then the panels are just using Stamps of Life pattern paper. And I have some pattern paper today, so we'll cut that to make our card. Hang on one second here. I have a cough button today, so that helps a little. Okay, some more card samples for us to look at. And again, in my box down here, I have a ton of great samples. Okay, back over to me. Turn that one off. All right, I've got my basket full of samples here, and we're gonna go through these. Oh, let's put it over here. It'll be better. I might have to hold most of these though, because these don't always balance the best. I'll have to hold that one. There we go. Okay, I'll switch these out. And I have to have, so what happens sometime when you decorate a lot, the card does get a little weighty, and like this one, if I were to let it go, it would just kind of tip over. But that's just using all of the dies found in the die set. Another sample there. Just the dies found in this set, along with pattern paper. For some reason, I like the dark cards today. Excuse me. They look really nice. This has, I believe that's from our garden stamps and dies, possibly. The little watering can. This one's very pretty, and I think that was one we saw on the website. This was the type we were doing in class. It had to be a little bit quicker and easier, but that way we could get them all done in time. So that was fun making that one. I think Dina taught that class once, and I taught that class once, and that was the end of that class. And we didn't travel anymore after that. Nice one there. Oh, could be, I think it's supposed to go that way. That looks better, right, with the bow tied at the top. A couple more here, and then again, we'll go over to the die machine. If you have any questions for me, I can't watch the chat right now, but at the end, I'll try to answer any questions that you might have about these die sets. A couple more here. I think I'm saving the best for last, so hang in there. If you're going, how many samples does he have? Just 2 more, but let me show you these ones. They're still wrapped up in the cellophane, so I have to unwrap them. Give me 1 second here. These are really nice. That one might stand on its own. You can look at that. Oh, need one of those little card holders right now. Come on. Oh, it's not going to cooperate. But anyway, there's that nice one. A lot going on there, but it's really nice colors. And one more. And there's our little Steffi. She made it onto a card too. Isn't that nice? So you can see how they're interactive. They have some motion to them. You can add your little sentiments on the inside there. And of course, you can always finish off your card with a personalized stamp. So that's a great, cute one. All right, we're going to move over to the die machine. Let me get these cards out of the way. Make some room so I can do our die cutting here. Okay, and we'll switch over now to the die cutting machine. Let's go over there. Nope, not that one. There we are. Okay. Now, got to find my dies here. I got them. Whoops. It's kind of a tight squeeze in here, this little office, to have a die cutting table and a computer set up and streaming and all that stuff. So I think I just kicked the leg of my camera here, so sorry about that. All right, I've got my dies out. Make sure we can still see that. Yes, great. So this large die is going to make our card base. We want to take that one off first. Peel that off. Tape down. And we'll run that one through here first. I think red is my favorite color right now, or I guess I just found a lot of red cardstock. Well, it works for the time of year. We've got Valentine's Day coming up, so that will be just fine. Now, this is one of the ones where we want to try to avoid the speed bump, so just a little bit of an angle. We want to make sure we're staying on the platform, but we don't want to have those plates hit either at the end. So what I could really do is, if I want to keep that straight, I'm just going to turn the die just a little bit. Again, if we can avoid the speed bumps, we'll get a nice clean cut with just one run through the machine. We'll be real happy with that. We won't have to worry about the card not cutting completely through or not scoring right. So just a slight angle there. Got my plates lined up, so it's going through pretty smooth here. And I always kind of just go slow, especially since we're on video here. I don't want the machine and the cameras and everything all bouncing around, but you could do this much faster, especially if you have some experience, if you're comfortable with the die machine. All right, so I cut that out using that die, and here's my card base. Going to fold there, fold back on the score lines, and there I have my flip it card, the base of the flip it card. Now I'm going to show you to decorate the panels. Real easy. Let's do that next. All right, so I've got my card base. Put that die over there. So the next dies we want are these two. We've got a smaller panel and we've got a larger panel. We won't cut the flowers today, but you can decorate with those. Go crazy with them. You make it simple. It's all up to you. You can really do a lot with those flowers. But for now, today we just want to use these two panel pieces. I've got that one there. And let me get the second one. So I've got those two dies. And I don't think this is available on the website anymore, but we should have some Valentine theme pattern paper pads on our website. But this one was called the Sweetheart pattern paper, and since this is Take Two Tuesday, you might have it already. So check through your collection. And I'm just going to look for some patterns that might look nice for a front of a card, maybe some sentiments mixed with a pattern. Have lots of different options here. So I did see one that I think I'm going to use. I like that one there for one side. And then to mix it up, we'll find some kind of nice pattern without words. Let's see, that looks good. Now let's get a different color. Let's try that one. It does have the word love on it, but it's a nice contrasting color, so we'll give that a shot. Oops. Make sure to tear this. There it goes. All right, got those two pieces. And we want to make sure that the words kind of look, how would you say, not lined up, but that they are, when they're supposed to be horizontal, they end up being horizontal. So this is important that the die does get lined up straight with the words. And actually I'm going to switch this around. Since we have a few more sentiments on here, we'll use the larger part for this. Now I have to make sure too, this could be tricky. I don't want to cut it upside down, so I think I'm going to have to go that way, because when I look at my card base, I want to think ahead a little bit on this. How is this going to line up? I need a large size for this side of the card base, and I need a small size, the panel on this side. So on the right side, I need the large cut. On the left side, the smaller. Now, if I would have just done it without paying attention, it's possible I could have got this backwards. So I did catch myself before I made that mistake, which was good. And mistakes do happen, and mistakes happen here. Especially for me, I don't usually die cut while I'm also live on a YouTube or Facebook video stream, so it is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I want to try to limit my mistakes as much as possible. All right, so I've got those lined up. I've got a large panel and a small. Let's run those through. That popping, you're hearing the cracking of our plates. No problem, it happens some of the time. And I did feel that time I didn't pay as much attention to avoiding the speed bump, so as I ran that through, I did feel that. But so far we got two good cuts. There's the one and the other, and we're making progress on it. Get those out of the way. And on these, now I did get a few comments last week. Hey, don't put the adhesive on your die cutting plate. Right. So I'm going to make sure I avoid that this time. And I'm going to, again, I'm going to work thinking ahead, making sure this all lines up before I add any glue. That one's going to go there. And that one's going to go there. That will be great. So far, so good. Let's get the adhesive on there. panel off. We'll add this one on. Get that lined up. All right, there's one side. And then let's line up this other one here. And we're going to adhere this right on top there. There you have it. So if you haven't done a flip it card before, you see how easy it is. 3 of the dies did almost all of the work. Now, of course, you can keep this real simple here in the center. You can add your message on the inside. You can decorate the outside. You can embellish, add ribbon, all that fun extra stuff. But 3 dies doing most of the work. Okay, let me switch back over to my desk. All right, back here. So I hope you like that. If you're not familiar with flip its, again, you get your card base and your 2 panels. Almost all of them are just like this, where you cut the main base, the 2 panels, and your card is mostly ready to go just with those 3 pieces. So if you like cards that have some motion, have some interest, you might like this one. This is, again, let me find my packaging. Oh, which is gone. I think it's long gone. Oh, I don't have the bag, but at least I have. So that's the outside, the flower flip it by the Stamps of Life. Let me see, how many dies do we get in this one? Not that it's, the die count is not that super important. 13 dies. It makes an A2 size card, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches in size. So like a standard A2 card. And it says this will work in any size 6-inch die machine. So if you have a smaller machine or a large machine, it will work with that. You'll be super happy with that. All right, I think that is it for right now. Do we have any questions about either one of these items or anything that's going on? Our question will have to do with flip it. So my question for you is, well, let's see. I'm going to give you guys a second. Do you have any questions for me? Let me check over here on Facebook. I have not been on the Facebook feed. Again, if you have these dies, great. Get them out and use them. That's a fun thing. And you can mix and match. Some of the sentiments that we cut from here, if you think it through, there's probably ways to add them onto here. So if you have those, they can work together. Lots of things designed by the Stamps of Life work together. We want you to use what you have, and I don't know, it makes it become more valuable, and it makes it more interesting when you get to, or more fun, and I don't know, you're just more happy with the product when it's something that you get to use over and over, and you find different uses for it. And that's what we like to try to do, make products like that that you'll enjoy over and over and over. Thing is, some of the time, the things that we really love or enjoy, they get put off to the side and then we forget about them. So that happens quite a lot. As your collection grows, you just forget what you have. I know I have some people who come to the store, they're super organized, which is awesome for them, but they know where to find everything and they know what they have and what they don't have. It helps them to avoid buying duplicates. And again, it also, when they need something to go to and they have a certain idea in mind, they can find it because they're organized. So I am not a super organized person, but I believe in being organized. I think it's a good thing. So if you have the ability to do that, go for it and get as organized as you can. And that way you keep track of what you have, and you'll also, you know, just get more use and more value out of all these items. All right. Okay, if you will post comments for me, awesome. Again, after the video ends is when this will be best. Oh, and before we even get to that, I was thinking one thing, kind of like, I still haven't set up the kind of the good news encouragement section yet, but what I had in mind was I heard about a person who, I think it was on one of our streams, who said she was just alone a lot of the time, and being on one of our live streams was for her a way for her to connect with other people. So my thought was, maybe today, maybe there's somebody we could think of that we haven't contacted for a while, or maybe we could send them a text or email them, or a letter. If you're old school, you could do a letter. You could message them some way through Facebook, or an email, text, a phone call. Maybe you like to do phone calls. But maybe there's somebody you've been thinking about that you haven't been in contact with for a while, or maybe you know somebody who's going through a difficult or a little bit challenging time in life. Why don't you take the time to reach out to them and see if you could encourage them some way, or maybe you could just let them know you were thinking about them, or that you care about them, that you just want to chat for a second, or you just wanted to say hi. It could really possibly make a big difference in somebody's life, just knowing that somebody cares. So that would kind of be the good news segment for today. Again, we'll work on expanding this hopefully in the future. But just think of some way that you could do something really, really simple, something easy. And yet I think you could probably really impact somebody's life in a great way. So think that through, and maybe God will put one person on your heart. Just go out and see what happens if you do that. You never know, right? So it's always nice to reach out to people. And especially, again, we always hear about a lot of people just feeling lonely nowadays, or I don't know, just feeling maybe that nobody cares. This is our chance to do that. And it's pretty easy to do it. And again, you just don't know what kind of difference it might make in somebody's life. So maybe go out and do that. All right. So that'll be our challenge. All right. The paper pad I don't think is on our website, because it was from a long time ago. And I think it probably got sold out in the last couple of years. I know there was a time that we had a lot of it. It was called, let me see if I can find that. Hang on. It was the Sweetheart collection. So maybe you have that in your stash. This is one of those things that could be buried in there. If you were a card kit member early on, when the card kits started, which I think was about 2014 or 15, something like that, you might have some of this card stock lying around. Again, we have a big, I won't go into that anymore, so we'll just leave it at that. But so this is something you might like from the past. Again, we looked at the flower flip it today. If you're joining late, if you're jumping in late, flower flip it. We have all kinds of flip it cards on our websites. They're very fun, and you can see how easy they are to make. They're not that difficult at all. So if you like a card that has some motion, some different interests, this is a flip it card I would highly recommend. We looked at told you about that one, and then the sentiments. Again, really simple, basic, but some nice sentiments you could use. You can make them lots of different ways, adding a background, or you can just use just the word die itself. You can use the shadow. You can mix and match different papers that you have to give them different looks. So you can do a lot with this. And I would say you could do that with just about any of the dies that you have, especially if they come with the shadow. You can mix and match and get all kinds of different looks out of the stash you already have. Okay? All right, so now for our question. I see we've been kind of going for a little while here. If you will like this video and share it. How many likes do I have? I have 88 likes, so I'll take that. That's pretty good. And 130 people watching, so thank you all for watching and sharing this time. Again, next week we'll aim for 9 o'clock on Tuesday morning. Again, Take Two Tuesday. That'll be our third edition. My understanding is Tiffany from Totally Tiffany usually does something on Tuesdays at 9 o'clock, so we don't want to mess that up. So likely when she comes back and starts doing her show again, we might switch this to something like 10 o'clock. That way she can have her time, and then we'll just follow up right after that. So we'll have an hour to 2 hours where we get to hang out on the internet, have fun together, and you can watch back-to-back, hopefully fun shows. I hope you like this. Our question, because I'm looking, but I don't see any questions from you guys. If I missed it, I'm really sorry. I'm trying not to. If you want to post something right now before I jump off, that would be great. If I miss you, I apologize. I got a lot going on here. I'm still trying to learn all this, but I think I'm doing okay. But the comments, I'm probably not so good, but that's all right. All right, I don't see anything. Okay, all right, so here is what we need to do. I'm gonna finish this up. I'll close up the stream, and once it goes off, once the stream is totally ended, it will get posted as just a normal video that you can watch. At the bottom of that, they usually have a section where it says you can add comments. So your job or your challenge, and again, you'll get rewarded. I'll pick one winner. If we get up to 100 comments, I'll choose one winner. It'll be a $10 Stamps of Life gift certificate. If we go over 100 comments, I'll make it a $20 Stamps of Life website gift certificate. Again, don't tell Stephanie though, okay? This is just special between me and you guys, all right? So the question, since we were looking at Flip Its today, my question for you is, what is your favorite Stamps of Life Flip It card? Do you have a favorite Flip It die set that you enjoy working with? There's so many different styles, shapes, circles, squares, all kinds of different. This will not get posted on this live chat right now, but it's going to get posted on the comments once this video gets posted, where it's not the live version anymore. So you got to post there. That's how we really get noticed. The comments here are all great and wonderful. I enjoy them, but Facebook really pays attention to those comments. So let's try to post what is your favorite Flip It die set in the comments. You can say something else. Hi from wherever you are. Let us know what your favorite Flip It die set is. Now, if you haven't used a Stamps of Life Flip It die set, you can still qualify. Just jump in and post a comment. Say, hey, I haven't used one, but I think they would be a lot of fun, or I'm just posting because I want a chance to win, or anything. Everybody gets a chance to win. Everybody will be qualified who posts in those comments, and I think that's it. All right, we'll make it real easy. You tell me your favorite Flip It, or say I haven't used one yet, but I think I might someday, or whatever your comment wants to be. Just get in the comments. I'll go through them, and by our next episode, I will have a winner chosen, and I will announce that winner. And yeah, that'll be exciting. So up to 100 comments, we'll do $10. If we can get over 100 comments, which I think we could, we'll do a $20 winner. All right. Okay, I want all of you to have a great and awesome, wonderful day. Enjoy. One of the ladies today said she was getting together with a bunch of friends to make cards, so that sounds like fun. Maybe you could do that tonight, especially if you're in a cold area and everybody's stuck in at home. Maybe somehow you could get together with somebody in your neighborhood, share some time card making. Also, lots of friends came to the store today, so I just see that it's a fun thing that ladies, you guys can do together. And it makes it, I think, a lot more fun when you have friends who craft and create together. So think about doing that. Have some fun. And I think that's going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and end this segment. And thanks again for joining me. God bless all of you. And have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.